na watasaidiwa kwa njia gani?
Naam, tuelekee katika taasisi ya KICD ambapo Wizara ya Elimu inazungumza na wachapishaji wa vitabu vya gredi ya 10. Tuwasikilize.
Nobody else should. This is because, ladies and gentlemen, as you are aware, we are undertaking a very serious transition of our grade 9 students to grade 10. This is the first cohort of the students who have undertaken their studies under the competency-based education system, and we are transitioning them to senior school, that is grade 10, in preparation for them to transition to the universities in 2029. One of the issues that we've had to deal with is the issues of ensuring that we have all the reading materials and the books in schools as the students get placed in grade 10. As you are aware, there was a challenge with the distribution and printing of these books, primarily because the government does owe money to the publishers. Towards the end of 2025, the outstanding amount was about 11 billion. We did negotiate with the Ministry of National Treasury, and we were able to receive 5.6 billion, which has since been released to the publishers to allow them meet some of their obligations and therefore make it possible for them to proceed with the printing and distribution of the grade 10 books. As you are aware, the grade 10 students who are supposed to report to school between the 12th and 16th of this month, we had a few challenges and we had to extend that reporting to yesterday, the 21st of this month. And today we'll be releasing the actual numbers of all the students who have actually been admitted to our senior schools across the country. Which therefore means that studying in these institutions will start in earnest from next week, which requires that we need to ensure that they have materials in school to allow the teachers to be able to start their curriculum, their training, and their teaching of our students. There has been questions as to whether learning can really take place without these books, and we had assured the country that as of this Friday, we were going to have at least 40% of the books already distributed to our schools. I'm glad to note that from today, the list that you've shown me, we are already at 50%, therefore ahead of the timetable that we have rolled out. I have confirmation and commitment from the publishers themselves and the printers that they are going to be able to release and distribute all the books, 100% of them, to the schools and to the learners by the end of this month, which will be 31st of January 2026. And we've agreed that even though we might not be able to release the 4.4 billion within the next 2 weeks, the books will be distributed. And because we've shown commitment and goodwill in releasing the 5.6 billion, there is no reason for the publishers, the printers, to doubt that the government is going to meet its obligation in paying the pending bill of 4.4 billion so that this partnership can proceed without any hiccups and without any challenges. This government has shown commitment in supporting the education sector, especially the basic education as provided for under Article 53 of the Constitution. Indeed, this term, as the schools opened on the 5th of this month, the government had already released the capitation of 44 billion Kenya shillings on the 2nd of January 2026, meaning that as the schools opened, the resources were already in school. That shows that the government is committed to ensuring that the schools and our institutions are running without any hitches, without any obstacles. Today, we have made an announcement by the President of the Republic of Kenya, which is supported by the Ministry of Education, that for those students who have not been able to report to grade 10 on the basis that they do not have uniforms, we are directing that the principals in all the institutions admit those students using the uniforms that they used to use in their junior school institutions, as we work towards ensuring that the uniforms for grade 10 are provided for. So we anticipate that by the end of tomorrow, we'll be having the 100% transition of all our learners to grade 10. We'll be issuing, as I said, a press conference this afternoon to confirm the actual number of the students who have not reported. You are aware, for the last 3 or so days, we are working with the Ministry of Interior through the Ngao system to ensure that all the students that are in the homes are mobbed up. Our teams on the ground working with Ministry of Interior, our field officers, our account directors, our county directors, our quality assurance officers, the people that we have in the institutions and other areas in the country using TSC officers and everybody else. As a team, we are mopping up the students so that we have each and every student, every learner to transition and be in grade 10 by the end of this week. So we intend to ensure that we meet the government policy of 100% transition to grade 10. And we need your support as publishers to confirm to Kenyans that the books will be available. There might be a few changes because of the numbers and because of the inter-school transfers of the students from one school to another. So some of the schools that we are distributing books to might have lesser numbers and others might have higher numbers. We are going to rationalize that exercise so that we ensure that the students that are admitted in school have the 2 core books for each area of study, and the ratio will therefore be 2 to 1 per subject. So I want to thank you. I want to thank Kenyans for the support that you have given us to ensure that this transition, although it had a bit of challenges, and especially because it is the very first time that we are undertaking this transition. We had challenges ranging from students wanting to transfer from the schools that they were in to other schools, and ensuring that we do not place students in schools that did not want, so that we have a smooth transition and our policies have been responsive to the needs of the learners.